Okay, so stuff has come together pretty quickly. I did get our 90-degree AN12 fittings for the heater hoses. We'll have room to run them around through the back here. As you can see, we've got a box of hoses. Fittings, everything we need to put the heater hoses and everything together. Get everything done and finalized, so we'll get that stuff done. You can see that these come through straight here. We'll get the heater box mounted in here where we can measure these hoses and get them made and get everything in here for permanent for the last time. Okay, so I think we are ready to start trying to get this heater core and stuff put in for the final time. Originally the plan was to use some straight and 90-degree AN fittings to go to the bulkhead connector inside. That plan was changed a little bit because there just simply isn't enough room to do a 90-degree fitting, a straight fitting, and hose to make that span. There's just too short of a span there. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a nipple, and we're going to use a pre-molded 90-degree hose, which will keep the hose from crimping up and not letting the water flow through. So we'll do that and we'll get stuff put together, and I will pick this back up as soon as I've got everything assembled. We're using a 3/4 inch nipple to an NPT 1/2 inch, which is these fittings here going into the heater core. Those will go to a, I can get it out, a 3/4 inch press lock fitting, which will put a stainless steel crimp clamp on with an AN12 there. And then as you can see, we do have assortment of fittings. I've bought more fittings here lately than I care to talk about or care to admit to, but you know, that's how things roll sometimes. You have to buy a couple of things and then you change your mind, and this project has changed shape 2 or 3 times since we started. So I will get these nipples put in and get some things started. I'll show you too. We're using these hoses. They come with all the different bends to them. You just cut and use the bend you want. They do make some that have even more bends to them, but this will accomplish what I need to do. So as soon as I get things put together and get ready to start putting things in, I'll pick this back up. Thanks. All right, guys. Sorry, it's been a minute since I've been able to get out here and do anything. My wife had a knee replacement, been taking care of her. Spent a couple weekends trying to clean out Ben's shop and been traveling for work. So I apologize for not getting out here and getting some stuff done, but you know, things happen. So I wanted to come out here and just give a recap of where we're at on doing the heating in the air on the Subaru. So we'll take a look and see. So far we've gotten the bulkheads pulled through. Everything's there to do the AN heater hoses. So those are done. They're ready to route and make the hoses. On the inside, we have come in and we have, I hope, mocked up our heater box for the last time. Hold on just a second. Let me pause this and get a light. Okay, we're back. So as you can see here, let me get over here where I can make a little bit of room. Okay, so we can see here we've got a couple of things going on. Let me see if I can get up under here and get a good image of this. So we've got these 90-degree fittings coming out of the heater box, and then we have our AN lines that come in here through the bulkhead. Excuse the mess, but you can see there as they come through. And what we've done is We tried several different things and I could never get anything that I liked or that would work. So what we ended up with are these here. These are molded hoses that I bought and cut to length, and these are push lock fittings with the stainless steel crimp style band clamps on them, and then we'll just do a regular heater hose clamp on the inside. So we'll get these put in, then we'll come do these AN12 fittings and hose for heater hoses. And we have, let's see, and then on the water pump itself, we will end up with these are AN12 45 degree fittings, and they'll come in. We have our fittings to tap into the water pump. They'll come off at a 45 and just go straight along the frame rail here and back around the back of the motor over to the heater bulkheads there. The evaporator will go in next, and I've been kind of mopping this up a little bit. There's a bulkhead plate that's made for Holly harnesses, they say. That's what they describe it as. I'll put a link to this. It came off Amazon. I'll put a link on the screen here in just a minute, and if anybody's interested, they're cheap. They don't cost much. So we've just got a little bit of plumbing to do, a little bit of stuff to move around, and then we will get back in here and we will put the heater box. Got to come out one more time so I can put the ductwork underneath it, and once we do that, we'll put the heater box in for the last time, hook the hoses up, and then come over and install the evaporator over here on this side and start running our wiring the way we want to run it. We're going to run it along. There's a metal brace that connects across. Here's a dash support, and we're going to run it across that dash support with some hangers, and then we'll get this dash in for the last time where we can crank this thing up and run it again. Once we're through with that, we've got carpet to install. I have to take all the seats out and get the carpet installed, get everything back to looking like a car again, so that we can take this thing out and get it cleaned up and drive it a little bit, just have a little bit of fun with it. So if you got any questions, or if I missed anything, if I left anything out that I should have covered, just let me know in the comments, and we will start putting this thing together, and I'll get you another video update here in a couple of days. I've got a water pump on the way. We are going to change out the water pump for the narrow pulley on the pump and give us a little bit more room. We're going to move our radiator forward about a ½ an inch to give us the room we need for our condenser. And we have our brackets ordered from Dirty Dingo, so we'll get our compressor and everything stuck in here. A lot of work to do. I wish I had more time to do it, but I'm going to start making a little bit of time so we can get this thing knocked out and get it back on the road. All right, guys, don't forget to follow, like, share, and subscribe, and we'll just see you on the next video. Thanks, guys.